Of the movie, Mr. Mutturaj, please, ladies and gentlemen. Some amazing artwork over there. The DOP of the movie, Mr. PC Sriram. The man who needs no introduction, Vikram sir, ladies and gentlemen. The music director of the movie, of course, A.R. Rahman, ladies and gentlemen. The captain of the ship, the director of the movie, Shankar sir. IS produced by Aascar Films and V. Ravichandran. तो जोरदार तालियां हो जाएं एक बार पूरी की पूरी क्रू के लिए. Vikram sir, I have a सवाल for you. And the सवाल for you is, when you are there as a beast on that screen and you are asked to romance a beautiful girl, what was that one thing that was going on in अपना दिमाग में कुछ?
I'd like to say something naughty, but I was just thinking I don't need to take my clothes off. I'm kidding, but I think it was, I really felt very powerful in that role. I've never felt that powerful in any role ever.
Right.
And the 10 days or something, whenever we shot this song, I was brimming with confidence, and I've never felt like that in any character in my life. I felt that kind of a strength in that character. And while doing the role, while doing the song, beautiful music, the sets were like phenomenal, and Shankar sir had this wonderful concept, and Bosco's movements, everything kind of gave me that one thrill, and like I was doing something spectacular.
Right.
And I just couldn't wait to see it on screen. And even now when I'm seeing it like for the 6th or 7th time, but I still feel that, an excitement going through me.
Right. Rahman sir, this one's for you. When you've composed music for N number of movies, but what was the brief given to you for this particular song, that you'll be composing a song for a beast in love with a beautiful woman?
No, I think it all evolved. Before this, when he told me the story,
Right.
actually he told the story almost 15 years back.
That's a long
And
time.
it just nurtured and came to this level, and so we just had a discussion. Both of us were jamming for a long 3 days.
Right.
And we wanted all the lyrics to be very simple and very powerful, just 2 lines kind of thing. And this song came out. Actually, we did it in Tamil first. And yeah.
Right. I could see you headbanging aisa thoda kunjam kunjam.
Yes.
So which one out of
I
these
have to
three?
like my own song, right?
Right. Which one out of these 3 songs is your favorite? Abhi ke liye.
Now actually watching all the 3, I like all 3 of them.
All 3 of them? Right. Shankar sir?
It's
this
not
one?
only, it's a combination of many things, right? So when you do the song, you done your bit,
Right.
and you see all the elements coming together and becomes something else.
Right.
And that's what I saw. I witnessed.
That was fantabulous. A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please. Shankar sir, this one's for you. Abhi, I'm going to go to the gym. A lot of people are going to go to the gym after seeing that barbell wala,
Yeah.
So ye kahan se, sir? How did you come up with that thing? A mobile phone transforming into a beautiful lady, a mobile, barbell.
Yeah, like the lead character, no, like which.
Please.
The lead character of the movie, no, like which Vikram sir is doing.
Ji.
His aim is to become Mr. Tamil Nadu. So naturally he has to work out on his body and all like that.
Right.
So he had gone through a lot of workouts for months and months, and different diets. Not only him, and we collected around 50 to 75 bodybuilders all over the country.
Right.
And not only that, there is an action part also is there.
Right.
So some bodybuilders, they don't know the action, and some fighters, they are not really 100% fit, they are 80% fit. And so we made those fighters to work out and
Right.
made them 100% fit. And we trained the bodybuilders for action. It was a 6 months process, and finally we did something. Hope all will like it.
Everybody is loving it. The
Yeah.
trailer is being, it is ruling YouTube right now. We've got more than 5 million hits, right? And we all are loving it. This one's for PC, sir, the DOP of the movie. Yeah. The film was shot over a period of 3 years. So how difficult was that? Matlab, pura continuity se leke, keeping in mind everything. How difficult was it?
Shooting with Shankar sir is always very difficult. Because this is a film actually, the last film, Indian film to be shot on film. I was telling Rahul Nanda also. This film was shot on film. Later everything changed to digital now.
Right.
So it helped the character of Vikram because of the prosthetics. Working with Shankar is something which is, I feel I have not justified yet, and I would like to justify in the future by doing one more film with him.
That's amazing.
That's what I think.
Amazing.
He's very humble and modest. He did a great job.
All of you are very humble and modest. Muthu sir, this one's for you. Art ka pura kaam. You have taken care of the art direction in the movie. Brilliant sets in the songs, in the trailer. What do you have to say on that?
In this movie, a lot of genres are there. From a slum kind of a thing to a very rich look ad agencies,
Right.
hi-fi sets. I have achieved all the type of sets in this single movie. And on top of that, this Beast song set, I am really satisfied in this set. No, normally for songs and all, sometimes after seeing the release of the film, might be this type. We will think like that. In this song, I am very satisfied with this. That's it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. All of us are also very satisfied. Coming to you, sir, talking about the choreography. Wonderful dance work over there. Tell us something about that.
Firstly, I have to thank Shankar sir for giving me this opportunity, and with such a great team with PC sir, with A.R. Rahman Saab and Vikram sir. So they've just given us the platform to showcase everything that we conceived, and I must thank the entire team to be so supportive. And it's a great opportunity for Caesar and me to kind of showcase this because every time we try and do something, the vision sometimes gets small, but over here we've just been given that kind of platform to showcase our vision, and that's what you see. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much. The music is on T-Series, ladies and gentlemen. Nationwide release and distribution on AA Films. We're very proud and honored to have Mr. Anil Thadani with us over here. And publicity design is by Rahul Nanda sir. He's also here. A big round of applause for the entire crew. Please, Zordar Talia. And now it's over to the media. So you have your savals and you can shoot.
I didn't meet him that day because I was performing on stage for that Beast song, so I didn't get to see him. And I don't know, I really don't know, but it would have been a great honor to meet him. Anyway. Sorry, could you say that again? Bodybuilding took about 3 years, makeup took about 3 hours. So every day. It started with 5 hours, which brought it down to 3 hours. Removing it was about 1.5 hours. So it depended on that. The Beast character took about 5 hours to put on because it's the whole body. But that was part of the excitement, I think. Getting to do it, getting to do something which Mr. Shankar had envisioned. And now when you see the trailer, I mean, a lot of people who have seen it have been calling me and telling me like, oh God, it's looking so different, and it's looking, I mean, we really don't know what's going to happen and stuff like that. So that's the kind of thing the feeling I got when he narrated the script to me too. I knew that I sensed something like huge happening in my artistic life. I felt that this is going to be a step forward for me as far as performance goes, or as far as whatever goes towards building an actor. And I have to thank the whole crew for being with me for this, whether it's PC sir or Bosco or Muthraj sir or Shankar sir. Like, they were there with me throughout. And all of us felt that same urge for 3 years, that we're doing something very spectacular. And now, when the re-recording is going on, like I was just telling him, when I saw the trailer, I thought, that's one of the best background scores you can have for a trailer. It's not just, every shot had something very significant as far as the music was talking. And I feel that way, all of us have, as a team, really worked hard for the last 2.5 years, 3 years. I grew up doing plays at school on stage. I was more on stage than in the classroom. So I've always wanted to do something which is different. Even when I was acting, they used to offer me Julius Caesar, and I'd say, let me do Cassius or Brutus, because it's a different role, it's grey. And so it's been like that. So in movies also, I always feel that I want to do something out of the box, or something to do which is not me, as far as possible from me. And I think that way, this film, I'm blessed thrice, because I got to do 3, or rather 4 very different roles, who look different, who are built different, who speak different, who laugh different. And as you see the songs, it's almost like it's 3 or 4 different guys doing it. So that, I think, is like a blessing to have gotten to do something like this on screen.
My question is to Shankar sir. So, Mr. Rahman said that you had narrated him a germ of the story 15 years back. So, how did the story evolve in these 15 years? And now, when you look at it on the big screen, is it the way you had incepted when?
Yeah. Generally, when I get some good scratch of a script, I used to discuss with Rahman. So 15 years back, I just told him the scratch only. But just before I started, so hello, check.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a scratch 15 years back, and 3 years back, then I developed that, and it evolved naturally in a very, very good way, I believe. And I always want to do something which excites me, like something abnormal. So this script excited me, and with the help of my crew, Mr. A.R. Rahman, PC sir, and Muthraj sir, Bosco, and Vikram and other actors, my dream come true, I believe. Hope you all enjoyed.
Shankar sir, here. Shankar sir, hello. Congratulations to you and your team for the trailer for the film. Sir, it's my pleasure to ask you a question, because I really, really admire your work, your films. So my question to you is that every film of yours is different from your previous film, be it Nayak, Aparichit, Robot. So my question is, sir, whenever you write a script, what comes into your mind? What are the thoughts or implications you put to write such a beautiful script?
See, after every movie, I'll be thinking what should be my next one. So generally, I'll have scratches, different scratches, like which scratch is growing bigger and bigger, and which hits me, hard to do it now. So I will select that scratch, and I'll develop, and I'll do that.
Vikram sir, yeah. So this is your second outing with Shankar sir after Aniyan. So I like to ask you, for this role, how did you prepare yourself? We heard that you gained weight, you gained, and you lose also some weight of about 25 kg, and you turned bald. So please tell us about the preparations.
All 3 roles demanded something different. So initially, for the bodybuilder role was very difficult, because I needed to compete with people who are originally bodybuilders. Like we had a Mr. India 7 times, who's Asian number 3, and then Mr. Karnataka, Mr. Tamil Nadu. So trying to cope up with them and try to be on the same stage with them was quite a task. So, and so that took some time. Then doing the other character, I had to look like a model. So I had my own. I had a person, a friend of mine who's called Bharat, who trained me, and Alkas and all of them. So we had a crew. I had a physiotherapist who used to be with me. So after that, I had to lose weight. So I used to have these small diets, about 10 meals a day and 3 times exercise, and and I lost about 25. And the hard part was meeting friends and meeting relatives who used to tell me this is not right. And that was the most difficult part, more than the diet, because they used to take my life out. And in the gym, people who were very shy used to come up to me and abuse me. So I was very, very cranky at that stage. That was the hard part of the dieting. But otherwise, I think it was a lot of hard work. But because there was a specific goal, it was very easy to stick to it.
Rahman sir, Urvi here, to your right, yeah. Rahman sir, like you said that the script was told to you 15 years back, the scratch version of it. How long did you take to compose these songs for the film?
Actually, the first 3 songs happened in probably a week. And the heroine introduction took a lot of time. I had 3 different ideas and finally stuck to the EDM version. And the BG again took around a month. And yeah.
Shankar sir.
Shankar sir, I have a question for you as well. Recently, Ram Gopal Verma got onto Twitter and he said that he saw your trailer and he's impressed with it, and he said that it is the biggest thing, bigger than what Rajnikant sir and Jayalalitha is there in Tamil Nadu. What are your reactions to it?
Yeah, I am happy that he liked the trailer, but I don't have any opinion about what he said.
Shankar sir.
Hi, there's
Shankar
a question
sir,
for you here. So the most interesting, I think, looks is probably the one that's right in the poster behind you. This grotesque character that you have to create. We've seen a movie of, everybody's seen 300, and there was this hunchback there. Is it any, have you taken inspiration from that for this character, or are there many inspirations as such? How did you come up with it?
There is no inspiration for this film. You would have seen Hunchback in some other film, and there is Hunchback in this film, that's all.
That's the
And
only-
nothing connected to 300 and all.
Okay, that's a question for Vikram. You just said this is probably one of your most interesting characters you've done, and you've done a lot of interesting roles. One of your probably favorite, greyest characters in Bollywood, and that you thought you could convincingly play, or you would like to play someday, the greyest character from any Bollywood film.
From any Bollywood film?
Yep. That you'd like to play someday, or you want to.
I'd like to play Gabbar Singh's role in Sholay, maybe. I think that's a kick-ass role. I'd really love to do that.
Great.
Shankar sir. Shankar sir here. Sir, you are actually the one who has used VFX immensely in your films. So this time you have worked with Veta.
Yeah, Veta Workshop is a makeup, it's a company which do mainly makeup.
Okay, sir. Sir, on VFX front, do you think what all areas are Indian VFX companies need to, work more? I mean, to upgrade their standards to come to their standards.
Yeah, they are every day they are improving themselves, because most of this films VFX was done by our Indian companies only. Some of the very complicated VFX means which cannot be done here only, done in Australia, and the makeup is from New Zealand, and mostly I'm able to see our people are doing well, like film after film they are delivering the best output.
Shankar sir, here sir, you're right. Sir, my question is to that, sir. For your last film, you had been with robot, like science and fiction film, and this film you have mixed up abnormal as well as romance. So how did you think that's okay for last film? This would be a different kind of film. And second thing, sir, you told that you had been with this experience 15 years back. So is there any changes for the chronology till now in your script in 50 years back?
As I told you before, 15 years back is just a scratch. The basic spine of the script was there 15 years back, and everything is developed 3 years back, as I told you before. And what's your previous question? How do you do the film? Okay. See, I can tell, before Endran, no, I mean the robot, I feel no, Endran is my second innings. Like, so technically, and no, I'm able to come out with my dreams, and I'm able to make it possible whatever I imagine. Like it started in a very good way with the film Robot. So after Robot, no, this film I consider as my second film of my second innings. So no, the story is different, but the excitement level which you had in Robot will be there, maybe more. I believe like that. Like, and you have to see and tell. Like.
And what is your opinion about digital in contrast to roster, film roster?
Film is past, future is digital. Trying to compare is talking about old times now. It's only a theory which can give a high to one or two people. Because if I say I will not shoot anymore if there is no film, I'll be without work. And if I go into digital, it's evoluting into another form. Film took 100 years to evolve. Digital is hardly 10 years old. When digital first came to the world, I shot in India, that was on HHD. That was not a successful evolution at all. When it came back with much more resolution, it has got an extra edge. But trying to compare both, I don't agree with it. Both are different schools altogether and depends upon how you handle.
Raman sir, here. Straight, sir. Straight, slightly towards your left, sir. Here. Yeah. Raman sir, would you say 2014 has been a good year for you musically?
Where do you ask that?
Sir, because your previous two outings, Lekar Hum Deewana Dil and Linga, has not exactly hit the bullseye. So,
I have done almost 12 movies in 2014. It was a workout for me, I think, and for my team. And I think it's one of my happiest year. Whether it's Hollywood, 3 movies there, and Tamil film, working with Shankar, Rajinikanth, and then, of course, some of the good movies have shifted to the next year thing. Like Pele is shifted next year, the release, and I has shifted next year. So we have some more stuff. No, I'm not directing any movie. I'm scripting a movie and I'll be co-producing. I'll tell when it's all ready. Thank you for your curiosity.
Shankar sir, I have a question for you. There are news that Amir has been roped in for the sequel of Robo.
Okay.
So can you tell us about it?
Right now, I'm waiting for this movie to get released.
Bosco, my question is for you here. Was it difficult choreographing for Shankar sir, who's dressed as a beast? Vikram, I'm so sorry. Vikram sir, who's dressed as a beast. Was it difficult, or how was your experience?
I don't think so. It was difficult. In fact, it inspired me. The minute I saw the costume, it inspired me to give Vikram some more tough moves, and he very happily executed all of them. So this is just a trailer. I think you should wait for the song to see the magic that has been done by the team.
Shankar sir, so here again. So you made a Bollywood film Nayak with Anil Kapoor. So are you planning to make another film in Hindi for Bollywood? And if yes, then which actor would you like to cast in?
I'm open. Like I'll be doing Tamil or Hindi. No, language doesn't matter. Like even this film, I see this film as an Indian film, not a Hindi dubbed or Tamil film or Telugu or Hindi or Malayalam. I'm seeing this as an Indian film. Thank you. Because the talent, the best talents from our country, from a lot of from all the states, have been put their best effort in this movie, and also the international talents also, being the part of this movie, like Veta Workshop and Rising Sun Pictures from Australia, who did Harry Potter and all, And Mary Watt, who did the costume designing for Men in Black, she worked for this film. And it's like we lot of interesting elements and a lot of efforts, a lot of money also have been put into this movie. And I hope the whole country will enjoy this movie.
One last question, ladies and
Yes,
gentlemen.
you mentioned that I'm Rajesh Kumar Singh, Mr. Shankar. You mentioned that you look at this film as an Indian film, and a lot of international talent also has been part of it. Mr. A. Rahman himself is so well known all over the world. Now, I mean, we are seeing a lot of films of similar genre doing very well as mainstream Hollywood cinema, which is doing very well worldwide. I mean, Hollywood is not earning its money only in North America. It also is making a lot of money outside America. Can you think of a situation where an Indian film like this would be doing the kind of business Hollywood films have been doing worldwide?
See, mainly we are doing a film for our audience, and we are trying to make it as best as possible. And in a way, it may be liked by the all over the world audience also, because Robot I did for our Indian audience only, but worldwide, a lot of people liked it. So I believe this film also can go international, like with our stuff.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Last.
Sorry.
How much? So 1 sec, she's saying something. Yeah.
Kochadian, which is going for Oscar for your work.
It got shortlisted. 3 of my movies got shortlisted. One was $1 Million Arm and 100-Foot Journey, and then Kochadian. It needs to go another big step for me to get excited, which is nomination. So we'll wait till then, if it ever gets there.
Well, thank you so much for your time and being so patient, ladies and gentlemen. Releasing this January, Pongal.